sports are different. And here's why sports are different. Because sports, you enter them independently of your culture. You base what you're trying to do on the parameters of the rules and the people that you're competing against. That's how you look at it. So whatever culture you're from, you walk into this new thing with this very rigid set of rules.
But I don't think white people or Jews or Asians have a monopoly on valuing education or a monopoly on hard work or punctuality or anything. I think that black people have exactly the same capacity as any people of any other race to do all of these things, and those are the preconditions for success. So you either meet them or you don't. I mean, that's true for everybody.
But for success. But don't you think that a lot of that is predicated on the environment that you develop in, and the people that you're around, and the lives that you imitate, and the influences that you have around you? Someone has to do something to influence those kids in a different way. Look, I was very fortunate when I was young that I discovered martial arts, and it kept me from being what I could have potentially been, a bad kid. It gave me something to focus on. And I didn't grow up in a bad environment, but it wasn't the best. There's a lot of people out there that grow up in horrific environments and they never have that thing. They never have something. They don't have a father around, or they don't have a mother around, or whatever bad influences they have are overwhelming. And they don't, it's very difficult for someone to just, air quotes, get their shit together. It's very difficult.
For sure.
That's why, to this day, there's so many books about losing weight. Don't you think everybody wants to lose weight that's fat? They do. Everybody who's fat wants to be thin. They do. But it's fucking hard.
For sure.
And that's nothing in comparison to changing your whole life.
But you would say about somebody losing weight, what's not useful here is lamenting how bad your family has had it with regard to losing weight. Like, at a certain point, if you want to lose the weight, you got to figure out a way to lose the weight.
That's true, now, but this is based on the information that I have. I have this vast scope of information that I've been able to absorb. If you're in these isolated environments and everyone around you is involved in gangs and crime and drugs, it's very difficult to model yourself after something that you don't see in real life.
Well, so totally true. Totally true. And that's why, again, more information needs to get into areas. I agree with a lot of the opportunities that need to be provided by education. Getting people to be educated outside their local public school would be a good change. I mean, being able to move outside your crap local public school and go somewhere else would be good.
The best influences for kids that grow up in these environments seem to be people that have gotten out and then come back and talk to them.
Right.
And tell them how to do it.
But none of this has to do.
Be done.
But to go back to the original conversation, none of this has to do with telling kids that you live in an evil country that's seeking to keep you down.
Well, maybe not, but there has been a very small amount of emphasis placed on taking these impoverished communities and figure out how to engineer them out of the situation.
Well, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Yeah, I mean, the amount that we've spent on a federal level and a state level on educational programs and poverty programs
over time. But
on a year-to-year level. I mean, these are enormous quantities of money. This is not really a money problem. It really is not a money problem in just terms of you could sign everybody a check tomorrow, right? The predicate. So the predicate for the slavery reparations movement is exactly this: sign everybody a $80,000 check, and the problem will be alleviated.
No, it won't.
I don't think that's right.
I think they'll